Okay guys, so this is gonna be sort of the plan, the video outlining the plan for my off-season phase, and I'll be going over everything that you guys need to know. I will be doing update videos once a week, every Saturday, to update you guys as it goes on the week, whatever, you get the idea. So basically, first we will go over the length, the doses and other info, the diet, etc. So the off season will be from September 22nd to March 19th, which is roughly 26 weeks. And I will be eating in a 1,000 calorie surplus, which for me, that would be eating, like right now, for me, a 1,000 calorie surplus would be 4,500 calories, because my maintenance is 3,500. And yeah, I've tested it. Like even in my blood work, I have an overactive thyroid and everything. So I guess I just burn through fucking calories like crazy. The net weight gain would be around 52 pounds because I'm trying to gain 2 pounds a week. But of course, with the water retention and the water retentive natures of steroids, there will be a bit of extra weight that will come off at the end. But I'm aiming for around 52 pounds net weight gain, which would equate to the 1,000 calorie surplus, which would put me gaining around 2 pounds a week. The doses I'm gonna be running, this guys, you might freak out, and reasonably so, but I know how I tolerate this stuff, and so far I've never had any issues in blood work. I get bloods drawn every 4 weeks, fully comprehensive. I've never had any blood pressure issues, never had any scares, never had any mental or physical side effects, apart from acne, which I'm genetically prone to. I mean, my dad's had bad acne, I've had bad acne beforehand, like before gear and everything, so whatever. But yeah, the doses are extreme, but it's just, at the end of the day, it's what I want to do with my life. And if anything bad were to happen, I would obviously come off, because health would then become a priority. And I would go to a cruise dosage. You get the idea. But anyway, the compounds I am running are testosterone, tren, nandrolone, trestolone, dianabol, and anadrol, which, if any of you guys know, those are very wet compounds. All of them, really. That's basically all the wet compounds there is. But the rationale behind the stack choice is, in this off season, I want to have a bunch of water retention, which a lot of people, they don't like all the water retention, but during bulks in the off seasons, I do like the look, the puffy, bloated look that water retentive compounds give you. And I also feel like it has a bit of performance benefits as well, because think of like hydraulics, right? So the more water in a closed system, the more pressure there is, meaning that the system will be able to push more weight. So not only will you be able to push more weight just due to the hydraulic nature of the water retention, but also your joints will feel really good, because they'll be all lubed up with water. They won't be dried out. So it may not prevent joint damage, but it will make lifting heavy feel easy. Whereas, say like you run weenie and it about fucks your elbows, whatever. But the doses will be 150 milligrams of testosterone and enthate, 120 milligrams of trenbolone acetate, holy fuck, 157.5 NPP, 120 ment, 100 D-ball, and 100 anadrol. The D-bol and anadrol will be split every 3 hours, so I'm quartering off the 50 milligram tabs of each of them. So 12.5 milligrams every 3 hours with a meal, since I'm eating 8 meals a day, once every 3 hours. And yeah, the doses for everything is daily, so all the doses I just listed off are daily. And that's why you guys may think that it's quite a bit, which you aren't wrong to think so. You also aren't wrong to think that I'm a dumbass for running these dosages. They're very high. I get it. Whatever. So yeah, I do my injections daily and bilaterally. So I'll load 2 pins, splitting the oil evenly. So like pin 1 will be 2.6 milliliters roughly, and then pin 2 is 2.6 basically, and I rotate the glutes, ventral glutes, delts, quads, chest, biceps, triceps, traps, and lats in that order, and I repeat them. I've never had an issue with any of those. The only time I had an issue with those were when I was running some gear in M840, which you guys may know is a synthetic carrier oil, and that really fucks with some people, and that caused loads of pip. But with this new gear I have from international sources such as QSC and JY Pharma, I've had almost 0 pip, so that's like, that's a good thing. What else should I go over? My ancillaries, I guess, and like other shit like that, have a fully comprehensive multivitamin. So adding in all my food together into the Chronometer app, I have 0 micronutrient deficiencies with 2 of the multivitamins a day. So I have all my micronutrients. I'm currently taking Revive's liver support supplement when on the orals, of course. Also, I forgot to mention the orals will be ran the first 7 weeks of the cycle and the last 7 weeks of the cycle. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I'll be stacking the D-bol and anadrol during those. Yeah, I take P5P for prolactin control. I've never had an issue with P5 or prolactin getting out of hand, but it's just something I really want to keep in range, especially since this is my first time with ment and nandrolone, which I've never ran them before. And as you guys know, stacking 19 NOR compounds only increases that prolactin or progesterogenic burden or whatever even more. So it's good to have the B6 on hand. And of course you can do like Caber and Prami, but in my eyes I see that more as like a last call, because that stuff, as you guys know, they're selective serotonin receptor modulators, and those can have some pretty serious side effects. So that's just one more thing you don't really want to fuck with. I also sometimes I take these tabs. They're a blend of Levitra, Viagra, and Cialis pre-workout, and it really does increase the pumps. It also can lower blood pressure, which is nice. So I take those. As far as my AI dosing goes, which is essential in this cycle, I'm running, and again, you guys are gonna fucking shit on me for this, right? But I'm running 15 milligrams of letrozole a day and 2 milligrams of Arimidex a day. Okay, and hear me out, that's a lot, but when you're running such high doses of ment and all these other aromatizing compounds, it really does get to the point where you need a fuck ton of AI to have your estrogen in normal range. And here's the thing about me, I feel my best and look my best when my estrogen's completely in the fucking dirt. So I'm running probably more letrozole and Arimidex than say someone else would, because of most people in my experience, they like to keep their estrogen in range or even slightly above, whereas I feel my best and perform my best and I grow my best when my estrogen's crushed. I don't know why, but everyone's different. Everything's very individual. You guys know the drill. So Now on to the diet. Or I guess one thing I should go over is I just finished cutting on September 21st, and I was running test, trend, master on Winnie, and I just dropped the master on. I dropped the master on and Winnie on the 22nd when the bulk started. I'm still feeling a bit of the Winnie, the joint effects, but yeah, that all those will be out of my system in like 1.5, 2 weeks, so that'll be nice. So for the diet, like I said, the diet will be 1,000 calorie surplus, which for me, that's at the moment 4,500 calories. I'll be eating I already am. I'm already like 4 days in already at the time of this video. But I'm eating 8 meals a day, so every 3 hours. So yes, I am waking up in the middle of the night to crush a few meals, but that's just, I'm not bothered by it. I honestly think it helps me sleep a bit more, or a bit better, I guess. The foods, or I guess the meals that I'm eating, I have 2 different meals. I have cream of rice and cream of wheat mixed together with some whey protein powder. And I do the cream of wheat for the fiber, and I do the cream of rice just as the carb source kind of. And then I have the protein powder as the protein source, so it's fat-free, carb-free protein powder, so straight protein. Because what I'm doing is I'm doing 0 fats, or as close to 0 as possible, because of, as you guys know, in a surplus, fats are stored as solely fat in the presence of carbohydrates, because your body prefers to use carbohydrates as a source of energy. So all my proteins and whatever will be fat-free. So I eat that meal 6 times a day. And then the other 2 meals consist of minute white rice and cod loins, which on the label it says 0 fat. It's probably not 0 fat, but on the label it does, so it satisfies my little OCD. Fuck, I don't know. And then I put some egg whites in it, and I use mushrooms and cut wax beans in a can to volumize the meal, which both of those are fat-free, sugar-free. Nothing wrong with sugar, but I prefer my carbs to be from starchy sources. Yeah. So that's the diet. I don't think... Oh, yeah. Some more important things. Right now, with what I'm eating, the carbs are around 800 grams of carbs daily, 38 grams fiber, 0 grams fat, according to all the nutrition labels and whatever, and 2 grams per pound of protein, or 2 grams per body weight pounds a day. So, and that changes day to day based on my morning weight, which is weighed at 12, because I wake up at 12, do my pins at 12, whatever, like 12 in the night, just because it's the start of the day. Yeah, I'm kind of retarded, but that's what I do. But yeah, that's all to really touch up on the nutrient. Oh, okay, fuck, here we go again. Another thing too, I increased my sodium from 2,300 milligrams of sodium a day to 10 grams of sodium a day. And the reasoning behind that is because of, 1, I want the bloated kind of look during the off season, and 2, because like I said, the more water in the body, the more weight you're able to lift. So I feel like that'll be beneficial. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. I think that's all I need to go over. Water, I drink about 6.5 liters every day. My training plan, I run a 4-day split, no rest days, but I do, on my chest day, I do a chest, front delt, core day, so I'll do chest flies, upper, lower, and mid, and I'll do front delt raises, either using like cable or dumbbell. Sorry guys, I'm really fucking tired. I didn't sleep that much tonight. A cable or a dumbbell, and then for my core I'll do the ab crunch machine, and I'll do the oblique twist machines. And then for my next day, I have arms. It's like bis and tris, forearms, and side delts. So I'll do side lateral raises. I'll do various different tricep exercises. I'll do like overhead, and then I'll do just regular push down, like rope push downs, single arm, by the way. I do all my arm exercises single arm. And then for biceps, I'll do like regular curls, I guess you could say, with the cables. And then I do the machine incline curls, single arm. And then I wouldn't really count this as a bicep because it really does differentiate the brachialis, but I'll do reverse curls too with the cable, which I find are really good for brachialis. And then for forearms, I just do different forearm curls with dumbbells from different angles. And then after that, I do my leg day. On my leg day, I do quad extensions, leg extensions. I do various types of hamstring curls. I do hip thrusts and glute kickbacks. I do machine calf raises, I guess you could say, or calf pushes. I do hip abductors and adductor machines. I do like the shin raises too, and pretty sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah, that's my longest day in the gym. That's like 2 hours. Typically it's like an hour and a half, but yeah, that one's 2 hours long, that session. And then I have my back day, and on back day, basically I do, like, see, I'm not a big fan of rowing. I feel like I get better back stimulus when I train my way, but I do the rear delt flies, kind of, or like the reverse flies. You guys know what those are on the machine. I do shrugs, dumbbell and barbell shrugs. I do cable lat pullovers. I'd prefer to probably do them on one of those Nautilus lat pullover machines, but I don't have one of those in my gym. I do single arm, I guess, lat rows. I don't know, but there's videos of Jay Cutler doing them where he has the cables and then he's doing the kind of, yeah, you guys know, whatever. And then I do rack pulls and hyper extensions for my lower back. That's pretty much my full back day. But yeah, that's that. So far I'm up 8.2 pounds, I think. Yeah, 8.2 pounds in 3 days, which that's of course not all muscle. It's practically all water from the wet compounds. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm very fucking tired. It's just kind of a shit quality video. I didn't get much sleep, and I've been busting my ass off between work and the gym. So yeah, please don't shit on me for that. But really not much else I can say. I mean, pretty sure I went over everything, right? Yeah. I guess I could go over like what's happening after, but after this I'm gonna cut for 6 months, but it's gonna be like a very long but like slow kind of cut, so you won't even really know you're in a deficit. You'll just be slowly cutting up over time, and before you know it, you'll be like 5% body fat, right? But You'll have maintained all your muscle, won't have felt like shit, and overall it'll just be better because it was more steady. But yeah, not much I can say. The cycle's going well. I'm really liking the Ment and the NPP. The Ment's definitely increased my strength like crazy, especially my sex drive. Like, man, that's crazy, crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I'm gonna end the video here. Next video, the week 1 video, is dropping on Saturday. It'll be going over everything that's been going on in week 1, like how my lifts have been, what I've noticed, how much weight I've gained, anything else important like that you guys should know. And yeah.